and welcome to Elevate Change Radio Podcast, engaging, empowering, and elevating our community. I am your host, founder of Elevate Change Radio, Elza Alanis. Thank you for joining me on the journey to explore topics about community engagement, business, entrepreneurial success, interviews with impactful people, the performance art scene, lifestyle tips, and more. If you like any of our content, please be sure to sign up for our upcoming newsletter to stay in touch with our community engagement and events via our website, www.elevatechangeradio.com. And a quick disclosure, the following information provided in today's episode is for educational and inspirational purposes only. Elevate Change Radio is not affiliated or associated with any person, opinion, or the information disseminated during this episode. Please consult legal counsel, your primary care physician, or your trusted business professional before applying the knowledge in a real-life application. Again, thank you for joining me today. As this is our first podcast session together, I thought I'd give you some background history of how all this got started. Back in 2017, I had this crazy idea to start a broadcast to help artists and small businesses get seen and heard. But I myself was struggling to figure out how to make it a reality. I was working full-time and taking care of my mom, and back in school full-time too. There was just a lot going on, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So let me backtrack. I've always thought that I had a true connection with those around me. Family, friends, strangers alike, it really didn't matter. I got a taste for communication at an early age from my mom, who was a radio station manager, an advocate for the community, and an avid fan of the performing arts. It seems that this path was meant for me, right? Being exposed to all the art, especially watching my mom's community engagement, it really struck a chord with me. It made me say, I want to do that. But surprisingly enough, I'm shy. I know what you're saying. How are you yearning to connect with people and yet you're out here being this wallflower all at the same time? The answer is, I don't know. I don't. I learned fairly quickly in life that I do well with one-on-one interactions and small groups, but anything larger, I just clam up with nerves, insecurity, adrenaline. Being brave and doing it anyway takes a lot for me. So naturally, I started with performance arts as my self-imposed exposure therapy. And I went and got a BA in choreography where I learned to communicate through movement, storytelling, set design, and music. Then life happened and took me far from the world of performing arts. I spent the next decade trying to find my way back while caring for my mom, whose health was rapidly declining due to multiple sclerosis, also known as MS. It was tough. The road was bumpy and very unsuccessful. However, along the way, I went back to school and got my MBA in business management and administration. And that period of my life was absolutely insane. I was working one full-time job and two part-time jobs and going to school full-time and taking care of my mom. I was exhausted to say the least. And I forgot to mention, in the midst of all of this, I decided to try and start a bakery. Let's just say I was having concepts of sleep. In the end, though, after sinking thousands of dollars of my 401k into the bakery, I realized that I only wanted to pursue it because it was an outlet for my creativity. I didn't really want to sell desserts on rinse and repeat in mass production. That really wasn't my thing. I really still wanted to find a way to connect to people, instill inspiration, motivation, and provide support. So that's when in 2017, I decided to create a space of my own where I could do just that. Elevate Change Radio, a space where I hope that we can build community, grow together, learn from one another, and support one another. And it has taken many years and many major life setbacks to carve out the space, time, and the courage to continue to chip away at what makes Elevate Change Radio a reality. But here we are, and I'm excited and glad to be here with all of you. But before we talk any further, let's take a quick break and hear a word from our sponsors. In Houston, your dream home isn't just a place, it's a feeling. At Umbrella Realty, we help first-time buyers and luxury seekers find more than just a house. We help them find home. With a personal touch and deep local expertise, Umbrella Realty makes the journey seamless, exciting, and unforgettable. Whether you're buying your first home or your next masterpiece, let Umbrella Realty be your guide. Contact Crystal Morris, your favorite Texas realtor, at 281-865-2092. Again, the number is 281-865-2092. Umbrella Realty, luxury, trust, Houston. Visit umbrellarealtytx.com and step into your future. Are you ready to get your business heard? Whether you're a rising star or a Fortune 500, it's time to amplify your brand with the power of podcasts. Elevate Change Radio is opening the airwaves to you. Yes, you. Submit your commercial today and let your message reach thousands of eager ears across our community. Whether you have a promo, a new product, or a story to tell, send us your ad or interview request and we'll make sure you make waves on our podcast and beyond. For more information regarding your ad submission and pricing or interview, email ads@elevatechangeradio.com. That's ads@elevatechangeradio.com. And let's make your business the talk of the town. Elevate Change Radio, engaging, empowering, and elevating our community. Okay, welcome back. As we dive into our segment, today's inspiration comes from the incomparable Tabitha Brown. For those of you who don't know, she's a world-known social media personality who used her platform to inspire others and share her vegan lifestyle journey. She is the host of Tab Time on her YouTube channel, providing children's educational and development content. She's the founder of Hair Care line Donna's Recipe. She has a vegan line of foods, kitchenware, and apparel. And if that's not enough, she's also an author and an Emmy Award-winning actress. Talk about being busy. But it was not always this way. Tabitha's journey has been 20 long, hard-fought years in the making. She wanted to pursue acting and moved with her family out to LA, California. But that move came with setbacks. She became ill with an undiagnosed chronic autoimmune disorder that stopped her from being able to continue her acting career. And she eventually had to move back home to Eden, North Carolina, and start over. Talk about heartbreak and setback. I can't imagine what she was thinking and feeling during that time. I would have been devastated myself. And with no answers or solutions from her doctors, she decided to change her lifestyle by adopting a vegan diet in effort to help improve her health. And with time and consistency, these changes in diet would eventually pay off. And then between Ubering for income, Tabitha would post videos about her life and her vegan diet. And this eventually would make her go viral, and she would become seemingly an overnight household name. And this is the beginning of her phenomenal success. Tabitha sharing her vegan recipes and inspiration would lead to the launch of her vegan line of foods in Whole Foods and Target, her line of kitchenware, her partnership with McCormick Spices, followed by her apparel line, and her hair care line. And in between all this came Tab Time, the children's educational programming, an authored book by her, and she also became that amazing Emmy award-winning actress. I don't know about you listeners, but I'm absolutely blown away by Tabitha's tenacity, ingenuity, belief in herself, and her purpose. What I appreciate most about Tabitha's openness about her life, family, and struggles is that she continues to share her life's journey with the world, all while creating this generational wealth and opportunities for her family. So I know what you're thinking. This was a great history lesson, but what does this have to do with me? Well, my optimistic goal is that this highlight of Tabitha Brown and even my own life story has inspired you and hopefully sparked your own creativity and drive to keep going. My hope for you who are listening is that you are able to appreciate and relate to the road of success not always being straightforward, that life comes with setbacks, that those setbacks open doors for your comeback. I don't know who you are, what your goals are, or your aspirations that you have, but today I want to encourage you to keep going or try again. Most importantly, never give up or let your dreams go. If you think you're too old and that your time has passed, I say to you in challenge that you are right on time. Believe in yourself enough to try again. Those of you who are on the cusp of inventing a service or a product, I have a few questions for you. Well, more like food for thought, really. But you've learned about Tabitha Brown being this pioneer woman who's still creating opportunities for herself and inspiring others. And you learned a little bit about me and my entrepreneurship that I'm starting again and learning as I go. You know, I'm out here finding creative avenues to reach you, my audience, and provide services to foster this budding community. So, what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter when or how you start, as long as you start and keep going. Whatever idea, hobby, project, whatever it is you're fiddling around with, but not actively completing is where I'm trying to go with this. It could be a product, a service that someone is needing and or searching for, and you don't even know it. But your idea has the potential to not only change your life, but those around you. So what's holding you back? I'm serious. I'm really asking what's holding you back? What's the one thing you know you could be doing this week to move closer to turning that idea into reality? Is it devoting time, whether it be 15, okay, we'll give it 20 minutes aside to focus on completing your business plan or even just starting the business plan? Is it reaching out and scheduling time with experts in a certain area of business knowledge or marketing to help you launch your product or service? Is it financing? And if so, have you looked up grants, investors, or even an SBA loan? Is it fear of success? That's one of my issues. Knowing once you launch, your whole world's going to change. Whatever it is, I encourage you to identify what's holding you back and blaze a trail right over it. Break it down into achievable steps. Focus on one step at a time. You can do this because I believe in you and I believe in me, and I want to see us all win in life. As we say goodbye to one another, I want to thank you, listeners, for your support in advance as we grow and expand our podcast reach and contents. Please stay tuned for our next podcast episode and upcoming newsletter. Let's grow together and support one another. Have a beautiful day from Elevate Change Radio, engaging, empowering, and elevating our community, and I'll talk to you soon.